So in the last session we did learn about input and output devices or input or output actions. Okay, so we said input is everything that we are inserting inside the computer. ماشي؟ بمعنى تاني, so let's start, let's try this. So I'm opening Microsoft Word. It's an application on computer offered by Microsoft Office. So now I am typing using my keyboard. This is the typing part is input. مبلا هدى اصلا انا عامل لها ابلود على الورك شيت, يعني مش ضروري اذا بدك تفوتي على الكود دوت اورج, فيكي شو اسمه من الورك شيت تلاقيها.
لا استاذ, قصدي اللينك اللي بدنا نحلهم لهوديك للبيرث دايز والهودا.
هي فيزبل, فتحتهم هلا. يمكن انا كنتش عامل فيزبل, كنت عامل لها هيدن هون, هلا فتحتهم لحتى تشتغلوا عليها.
اوكي.
anyway انتم معكم وقت لل end of this week to do the worksheet. هلا نحكي عنها كمان. Okay.
We have to send you the worksheet on the app.
I did already.
Okay.
Okay. Input is what we insert inside the computer. ماشي؟ في واحدة من الأجوبة كانت تعول التلاميذ إنه what is inside the computer. يعني ما قفوا هالكلمة بالمرة. هيدي كلمة الأساس. This is the main point, Carlo. I'm sorry you're here. So this is the main word or concept in input for the computer. It's what we insert inside the computer. It's not what is inside the computer. Okay. Output is what we get out from the computer or device. ماشي, بس computer since we're talking about computers. Okay, so what we insert inside the computer are input. ماشي, keyboard example, clicking anywhere on the screen is input, or on the smartphone is input, mouse for it is input. So scanner is an input. Output, printer is an output, the monitor is an output, speaker, headphone are output. Okay, so any question about input and output?
No.
Some other answers.
No, easy. Easy.
Yeah, I'm saying this is as a review for the other. So some said computer input or output are hardware. Is this correct?
No.
Why? Can an input be a hardware device? Both input and output can be hardware. Okay, now we just said it. Keyboard is an input, صح? الكيبورد it is a hardware. Okay, monitor is an output. Okay, this is a hardware. You see, we cannot make it like definitions that all hardware are output. This is not correct. Hardware can be either an input device or an output device. So good, so far so good. Everyone, I want everyone to say if it's clear or not.
Clear.
Everything is clear.
Leah,
Not very much.
not what?
Not very much. I didn't understand very well.
Okay, it's fine. I'm going to show you images. So look at the input examples. Okay, so let's check this one. Okay, what can you tell me from this screen? Leia, I'm talking to Leia Ghraib.
Camera, mouse, keyboard.
Yes.
Microphone.
These are devices, hardware. We use them to insert information inside the computer, okay? مثلا, for example, camera, we take images, we insert them inside the computer, okay? Scanner takes paper and we put them inside the computer. Joystick, we use it to like control the game. Keyboard, we use it to insert letter and write, like, for example, text and etc. Mouse, we use it to like click anywhere on the screen, okay? This is a trackball. This was used like long time ago. Microphone, we use it to like talk, to insert voice inside the computer, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so everything that we put inside the computer are input. اوكي يعني عم نجيبهم من برا وعم نحطهم بقلب الكمبيوتر هيدا input. اوكي the opposite are the output. Everything that we take out from the computer يعني الريزلت that we take out from the computer. For example الساوند الاغاني كيف تسمعيهم انت؟ بتسمعيهم بقلب الكمبيوتر ولا بالسماعات؟
بالسماعات.
بالسماعات. فاذا الصوت عم يطلع لبرا، في شيء عم يطلع لبرا. Okay, everything that are going out from the computer are output. Okay, you have like hundreds of examples. Google, like you can check Google and check any examples that you need. Okay, and we already like talked about it the last two sessions. Clear so far? Because we want to talk about the processing between input and output now.
Clear.
Everyone?
Yes.
Yes, perfect. So
Yes.
استاذ انا هلا اجيت.
بسيطة. Now we're going to talk about the processing. The processing as a definition, thinking what computer do to turn input into output. Okay, so it is a relationship between input and output. So we insert information in, let's say we're using Word. We are typing on Word because so we can have a book. Okay, so the process here the process here. مين بيقول لي شو البروسيس here؟ typing plus شو؟ plus style إذا بدنا. اوكي هلا بنحكي أكثر عنها. So let's talk about the type of processing. We have 4 type of processing. If then we have the comparing, finding a match, we have counting. Okay, so starting with if then. If then it is used for conditions. Okay, conditions we mean like but they all I want to say, for example, if your answer is correct, display message correct. If not, display incorrect. You see, this is a condition. So let me type it. If your answer is correct, display correct. يعني show the user or the student that their answer are correct. If the answer is not correct, show display incorrect. Okay, good. Let's see it on code.org now, how we do it. National Park. Okay, so if I start this app here, I have different questions. Okay, I have now first question, I have different options. What was the first national park? So let us choose randomly this one. So the answer was not correct. It tells me, sorry, Yellowstone was the correct answer. Okay, okay everyone. So this was if the answer correct, say correct. If not, say sorry. Okay. This is what we mean by condition. So this is another, let's see another example. So which is the largest? So let's say, so this one, so correct. This answer was correct. So which national park gets the most visitor? So Grand Canyon. So this is not correct. It will tell me what is the correct one. Okay, now back to the worksheet. So in the worksheet, I have so this national park. What was the type of the process? It was if then, and here you need to tell me what happened. So it shows us the correct if the choice is correct or not. As simple as that. Okay. Good. I'm not hearing anyone. يعني ما موجود الوضع.
Yes.
That's the if then. Leah, Selena, Hala, Taline.
Yes.
All good?
Yes.
I didn't understand the national park quiz.
هيدا example كان. مين اللي عم يحكي أول شيء؟ عشان مش مبين عندك إيه؟ ليه national park was example. So let's click reset. So I need to click run. Once I click start, it is asking me questions. Then I have different choices. I need to choose between them. Okay.
Okay.
If I choose correctly, it will tell me correct answer. If I choose wrong, it will tell me sorry. Okay?
Okay.
So that's what we mean by conditional statement. Condition means that if it's true, it tells me it's true. If it's not true, tell me that it's not true. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
So that's what it's telling us. Strike this quiz. Which answer is chosen? The right answer. So message the user is correct. Message the user is incorrect. So two type of messages we will get from this one. Either a correct answer or incorrect answer. That's because we had a conditional statement for it. Now let's try check another type of processing, comparing. Comparing mostly it is used like, for example, bigger, less, equal. We use this to compare, like, for example, two numbers, 2 greater than 4, correct or no? 3 smaller than 10, correct or no? 1 equal to. So the answer here, yes, true. 3 less than 10, true. Here, false. Okay? We check two numbers. We need to compare two numbers or two things together. Once we see anything that is that we use greater or less or equal, that means this is a comparing. Okay? This should be very easy. Finding a match, let's say an example of images. We can, like, for example, have two images. So let's say,
Okay.
let's say I have this one and this one. So every time I display two images next to each other and finding a match between them, this is comparing. Okay? Okay? Now let's check code.org. So now I have a question. How many countries are bigger than Alaska? It is telling me 32. What is the type of processing here? So what is the type of processing? Write your answer on the chat. Write your answers.
Esther, can you repeat the question? I didn't understand it.
What is the type of processing? So we have 4 types of processing. We have if-then, we have comparing, we have finding a match, and we have counting. We will talk about counting later. This is not counting. Ambala, it is counting. So let's explain the counting. Counting, for example, I need to count how many students in the class. Okay? I start checking all students that are coming to the school, and each new student I can, like, increase one. So every time I have a new student coming to the school, I will increase the count by 1. Okay? So let me write it down. Counting students. Every time I have new student coming to the school, I increase the count by 1. Okay, so every time I have a new student, I will have the counter will be added 1. Okay, that's how we use the counting. So how many countries? That's mean counting. I need to count how many countries to know the number of countries. How many cars? This is mean counting. So basically, the counting relies on this question, how many? Every time I see this questions, that's mean that I'm using counting. Okay, good. So counting, use the question how many. Once every time you see this question, that's mean we're using counting. Okay, so this is a trick for you guys. Every time we see how many, what is the type of processing?
Counting.
Counting, perfect. Okay.
Counting.
Yes. Let's check the other one. So enter your birthday. Enter any date. So let's check. Who wants to give me a date?
Me.
Yalla.
November
November
11, 2008.
2008. So find the writer. This is a writer that was born on the same day as you were. Okay. What is the type of this process?
If then.
No. What you're finding here?
We're comparing.
No. You're
Finding
finding a match. You're finding a match to your date. Okay. So you're putting a date and then you're checking a match for your date. Okay. Everyone, is it clear?
Yes.
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 Yeah, forget this one. This one need touch screen. You can do it on your phone. Now this one. So I need to check the correct number. Okay. If I choose 32, it is too low. If I click like 90, it is too high. If I click 64, too low. 79, too high. 66. Okay. So what is the type of this process? This is easy also.
Counting.
No.
Counting.
So let me repeat it. I'm checking if I'm guessing the number. If it is too low, I need to check a greater number.
Comparing.
Comparing. Perfect. Okay, so I'm comparing my number with a random number. Okay. So I am comparing my number with a random number. If it is smaller, I need to increase. If it is larger, I need to decrease. Okay. With a correct, it will tell me it's correct answer. Okay. So I have 5 guesses to check my issue, Osmo. 5 tries. So, any question?
No.
No, everything is clear.
Okay. Now the worksheet is available on the application. If anyone have problem accessing it, please let me know. You have up to Sunday to solve it, but you already solved it, okay? You only need to write the answer down. Only the first question. Second question, don't do it.
We have to send it to you?
Then send it to me.
Okay, but which question we have to solve and which question we have
First question, this big table.
Yes, we have to solve it.
Yes.
And the second one?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
Who has question? Who have any question?
We have to submit it on the application.